This is a heist.
This is a bust, Gavin. You have the right to remain silent.
We've been assigned to guard him till after the grand jury.
What?
I don't care if you have to take out 100 people, long as he's one of them.
I'll need to borrow your car, McCall.
Not a scratch?
Trust me. You got a license to drive this thing?
Whoa! Got your partner here looking into her grave unless you do what I say.
It goes with the badge.
Better you than me.
Works for me. I've been after Gavin for years. I know his M.O. I could smell one of his jobs.
That sicko is in the municipal building, smiling at his parole officer, swearing goodness on the Bible. Then he's marching out of there to some nearby liquor store and taking it down for a couple $100 and the thrill of blowing the owners away?
Look, on the 5th, Gavin got out on parole, and he met with his parole officer for the first time on the 7th at 2:30. At 3:34 that same day, a liquor store 6 blocks away is robbed, and a 66-year-old man is pistol whipped, a Gavin trademark.
Pistol whipping old shopkeepers isn't public domain, Hunter.
A week later, on the 14th at 2:30, Gavin meets his parole officer for the second time. And at 3:23, 7 blocks away, a mom-and-pop grocery store gets hit, and Pop winds up a vegetable from a fractured skull. And the 21st at 3:44, Gavin shows up.
Okay, you made your point.
There he is. Follow me, but don't come in unless there's trouble.
Come on!
This is a heist.
This is a bust, Gavin. Drop it.
Shoot, Hunter! Turn around.
You have the right to remain silent. If you give up that
Come
right...
on, Hunter. If I hear you got rights once more, I'm gonna puke.
Now you're getting the full treatment, Scuzz. You're not gonna get out of this with some technicality. Come on. Now, before you turned in your arrest report on Gavin, you made sure you double-checked it to see if you filled it out right?
Yeah, I told you.
And you also included the fact that I read him his Miranda rights before I cuffed him.
Hunter, what is this? I filled out an arrest report before, you know.
Look, I've arrested this guy twice, McCall. The first time, he crippled a kid in a gas station with a tire iron because he couldn't open the cash register drawer. The second time, he wasted a little old lady who owns a liquor store in the barrio in a $10 heist. And the guy's looking at 25 years in the slam for sure. And I want to make sure he serves every minute.
Hunter, McCall.
Oh, no.
You know you're supposed to report in before you take your lunch break?
Well, if the captain gave us a car with a radio that worked, we'd be glad to comply, Bernie.
That excuse is getting very, very tired, McCall. Yes, well, maybe you should have that fixed. In the meantime, you two have been assigned to me regarding that killer you brought in yesterday. Gavin?
That's jail duty. The sheriff's in charge.
No, he's not in jail anymore. He's been transferred to the Biltmore Plaza Hotel. We've been assigned to guard him till after the grand jury.
What?
We made a deal with Gavin. Immunity from prosecution and relocation under a new name.
On what basis? We had him cold, in the act with a gun in his hand.
Who the hell do you think you are, questioning decisions made by your superiors?
Since he brought Gavin in, I think Sergeant McCall deserves an explanation, Captain.
I'm McCall. He's Hunter, but that's okay. I'm just as hot over this as he is.
Well, what we have here is quite simply a quid pro quo. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, I scrub your back and you scrub mine. Only if you get into a tub with Gavin, you're gonna come out dirtier than when you went in.
Well, in this case, we fully intend to cleanse the entire city of Nate Demarest.
Gavin's giving you Demarest? You're putting us on.
Murder 1. 4 counts. Enough to put Demarest away for the rest of his life, maybe even into the gas chamber.
It's a scam. Demarest is in the high bleachers, and a punk like Gavin wouldn't even get close to him.
Today, maybe. But 10 years ago, Demarest wasn't much more than a punk himself, working his way up one body at a time. Gavin knows where those bodies are buried, and there's no statute of limitations on murder. I'll be at the hotel with Gavin going over his testimony if you need me. I would like to commend you both on your handling of Gavin's arrest. Your conduct, your paperwork, everything was perfect. That's why he gave us Demarest. You didn't leave him any other out. So thanks again.
You cut him loose, he's gonna kill again.
He won't live long enough. Demarest will see to that.
Only over your dead body, Hunter. And yours, McCall.
I'm not gonna help protect this guy, Captain, no way.
Yeah, me too. I pass.
I'm not asking for volunteers. That's part of Mr. Gavin's deal, that you be assigned this duty, Hunter.
Oh, Mr. Gavin's request, huh? That's rich. I'll bet he's getting a real kick out of this.
Let me pass on a word of warning to you. If Gavin so much as catches a cold, the two of you are gonna wind up directing traffic. You clear on that? Now, Sergeant Terwilliger's got the guard detail on this. He'll give you orders. That's it.
Really appreciate it. You're a nice fellow. Good seeing you.
I gotta talk to you, Nate.
Sure, excuse me. Sure.
What's the problem? Gavin's made a deal with the DA. He's gonna rat on you to save his own skin.
Gonna rat on me?
He goes in front of the grand jury next week.
All right, call McKay. Tell him to get Gavin out on bail and bring him to me. I'm gonna do that fink myself.
No, we can't do it that way, Nate. They moved him from jail to a hotel downtown. They're watching him 24 hours a day.
Julie, I don't care who's watching while where. I need him dead.
I'm taking care of it, Nate. Not to worry.
Corpse. When he's a corpse, then it's not to worry. See to it.
How's it going, Smitty?
Well, compared to collecting garbage for a living, I give it about a 4. Terwilliger's idea.
Bernie, what do you expect Demarest to come after him with, a herd of elephants?
I was told to finish him right there in the car. So while Nate was driving along in the car and talking to him, I stuck a .22 in his ear.
You got that?
Yes, sir. That was all she wrote. The poor slob never knew what hit him.
For the record, when you say Nate was driving, who are you referring to?
What the hell are we talking about? Nate Demarest. It was Nate Demarest, D-E-M-A-R-E-S-T.
And he paid you to kill Mr. Caracas?
5 big ones. Hey, Hunter. How's it going, buddy boy? It's real good to see you. And the lady, too. Didn't catch your name, kid.
Oh, excuse me, Sergeant McCall. This is Elton Gavin.
I know who the creep is.
Give it a chance, baby. To know me is to love me.
Well, even your mother would give you an argument on that.
Hunter, my man. You know, if any cop knows what the mob's up to, it's gotta be him. I mean, it's all in the familiar, right?
Mr. Gavin, could we please get on with this?
All right. I'll talk to you later, kid, huh?
Hands off.
Like I said, it's to know me is to love me.
Jack!
He's headed down.
Well, that's one down.
Yeah, how many more to go?
As many as Nate figures it'll take. You could have half the police department in here with Gavin. That wouldn't stop Demarest. He needs him dead. And believe me, if he has to blow up this entire hotel to do it, he'll do it.
He's right. We've got to move him. Do you have any suggestions, Captain?
Not right off the top of my head, no. But I'm sure we can find some place to secure better than this.
That won't cut it. Nate'll have this place cased and staked out before you can move Gavin in.
What do you suggest?
Well, I suggest you put him with 2 cops and let them decide where to put him.
You mean only they'd know?
Yeah, I like that.
Hannah's right on the money. You know, my own experience. When I had a contract, the more people knew where the pigeon was, the easier it was to find him. So where are you gonna put me, huh?
Not me, scuzz.
Yeah, you.
Because with your family tree, Nate nails me, your guys nail you for selling me out. Now, ain't that right, fellas?
Well, you sure did it to us that time. We're gonna have to babysit that creep all by ourselves.
Well, if I were you, McCall, I'd bail out. You know, Gavin's right. The only way they're gonna believe I'm straight is if I get myself blown up trying to protect this guy. You wouldn't want to share that with me, would you?
I told you, I don't want to share anything with any partner. Let's go find a hidey hole for, Gavin.
He missed.
Missed? Damn it, Julie, you said he was the best. What the hell happened?
I don't know what happened. All I know is he missed. But the cops, they didn't miss. They took him out hard.
Crazy, Gavin. You know, everything I've done for him, and he turns on me this way. I need him dead, Julie. I don't care if you have to take out 100 people, long as he's one of them.
It's not going to be that easy. They moved him from the hotel.
Aren't we paying people who know these things?
They're playing it real cozy. They turned him over to 2 cops, and these 2 cops are the only people who know where he is. One's this hardball named Rick Hunter. The other's his partner, some bro.
Rick Hunter? You mean Dom's nephew?
Yeah.
Well, get to him. Set up a meet.
This guy will not do business. Not for money, not even for family.
Julie, everybody does business if the price is right. Put it on the wire. I want to see him.
You got it, Nate.
Hey, Hunter, I want lots of cream and sugar in my coffee when it's ready, okay? I said I want lots of cream and sugar in my coffee when it's ready. And McCall, are my eggs over easy? Bacon crisp, 2 pieces of toast. Damn dog. Leave it to you to put me next door to a mangy-mouthed mutt.
How do you think he feels living next door to you?
And make sure you don't burn the toast.
Breakfast is served.
I don't know why the hell I agreed to all this. I should have stayed in the hotel.
Maybe it was because you were afraid your old buddy Nate might catch up with you there.
Don't give me that old buddy Nate garbage. I gave Nate his first joint in Hollywood, and the hookers, and the franchise to peddle dope in that area that went with it. And you know what my old buddy Nate gave me for it? My own street corner, so I can peddle nickel bags from.
I feel sorry for you, Gavin. You've had a tough life.
Hey, Hunter, you got a big mouth.
You keep Gavin away from me, Hunter, or so help me.
Just keep telling yourself that after trying for years, Gavin has finally given the DA a way to nail Demarest.
Okay, all right, we hear you. You know what the real twist is here? Me and my old partner had him 7 years ago for murder.
Really?
Yeah, the feds slid a narc into one of Nate's places as a bartender. It was a guy named Lamasso. One day he showed up dead. The word was that Nate found out who he was and iced him personally.
Well, didn't you go after him?
Fed said that they'd made a thorough investigation and didn't come up with any evidence that would have proven that he didn't commit suicide. Mrs. Lamasso said that's because they didn't look hard enough.
Well, do you think you could find her now?
What's the point? They didn't listen to her then. They're not going to listen to her now.
Look, if we can send those two guys away, Demarest and Gavin, we gotta go for it.
All right. Okay, I'll take a run on down to records and see if I can get a line on where she is.
Yeah.
Bosco! Oh, I'm sorry.
Is he for real?
Bosco, get out of this car this minute.
Come on, big fella.
He's never done that before, Bosco.
Remember the dope-sniffing dog that worked narcotics? Well, the last time they used her in this car, she was in heat. Bosco's in love.
I'll get him out. Come on, Bosco. Come on.
I'll take my car.
Bosco, what's come over you?
Wherever the hell she's going, I hope she gets some beer on the counter. We're running out.
You know, if you put on a cleaner T-shirt, you make a much better target standing there out in the open where everybody can see you.
Mrs. Lamasso, Alma, I happen to agree with you. I think your husband was murdered because somebody blew his cover.
Besides me, only the Drug Enforcement Agency knew Tony was an undercover narc. Not even Chrissy knew.
Chrissy, that was your daughter?
We never had any children. Please. My Tony is dead. I'm a woman alone. Dredging it all up again won't change that.
Now, I know it's painful to talk about it, even after all these years, but it's the only way we're going to be able to get the guy that killed him.
She became like a daughter. Chrissy. Chrissy Allen. She was a singer at that place, the Golden Grotto. One of those foolish kids who come here from the farm thinking they can become big stars overnight. Tony took her under his wing, so to speak.
Were Tony and Chrissy,
No. Not Tony. He didn't fool around like that. Ever.
He was there for information, then?
That's what he was there for. But he was really concerned about her. And he did what he could to protect her from the kind of element that hung around that place.
Have you heard from Chrissy since your husband died?
No, I haven't heard from her. After all Tony did for her, not a phone call, not a postcard.
Thank you, Alma. And I'm sorry. I know how painful it is to dredge up the memories.
You would think, after all these years, it would be easier. But every night,
Take it easy, will you, Bosco? You were saying?
It's Chrissy Allen. I don't think she'd just ignore the death of a guy that treated her like she was his own daughter. Not unless she had a good reason.
I know this waitress at the Golden Grotto. She's been there for years. She owes me a couple of favors. You'll be okay here with Gavin?
Hey, McCall. Did you get any beer?
You know something? I forgot.
Well, you better start remembering. Because when my throat gets dry, I can't talk. You know what I mean?
Don't worry, Gavin. I'll pick it up. It's okay, big fella. Just stay right where you are. I'll need to borrow your car, McCall. Mine just got married.
I'm warning you, Hunter.
Trust me.
Not a scratch?
Not a scratch. I swear.
Hey, McCall, I wanna ask you something. Is he going for the beer?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh, wait. This is something else. As long as we're stuck here together, why don't we make the best of it? I mean, like, I'll forget you're a cop and you treat me like I'm just another guy. What do you say?
If I'm gonna keep you alive, Gavin, I can't afford to get emotionally involved.
A singer named Chrissy Allen?
Whatever happened to her, do you remember?
Well, you know how this business is. Kids like her, they come and go.
Yeah.
Let me speak to Whitey McPhee.
Yeah.
Whitey, this is Condon down at the Golden Grotto. You asked me to let you know if Hunter had ever been around, right? Well, bingo, I'm looking right at him.
Do me a favor, will you? I can be there in 5 minutes. If he looks like he's leaving right away, stall him for a couple of minutes, okay?
Hey, I'll do the best I can.
Okay, I owe you one.
Oh, I know you do. And I'm gonna collect.
Remember the time they planted that narc on Nate?
Vic Sellers was what we knew him as, but I never thought that was really his name.
Yeah, that's him. How long was she around her after he turned up dead?
It was like the next day. She never came around anymore.
Oh, you think there's a connection?
Nate might have known that she was getting it on with one of the bouncers, a guy named Whitey McPhee.
Big, good-looking guy, heavyweight, used to box out in Nate's stable.
Oh, look, Hunter, my boss wants me.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Terry.
Yeah. What is it, Eddie?
Terry, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah.
Terry, what's wrong? What happened?
Yeah, what do you want?
Well, Terry wanted me to give you something.
Oh, yeah?
What are you doing? You can't barge into a man's house like this.
I don't like being shot at.
All right, let it go, let it go. I want to talk to Hunter. Alone.
All right, everybody, get out of here.
What the hell is this, Hunter? You going crazy?
I told you I don't like being shot at.
Somebody shot at you? You're saying it's me? Now I know you're crazy.
Oh, not you, Nate. You don't do your killing anymore. You just put the word out and have it done.
I put the word out I wanted to talk to you. If you had any smarts, you would have rang my bell, walked in here like a human being instead of busting in here like some animal. We could have had a little drink, a little chat. You might have walked out of here a rich man. You still can.
For Gavin?
Just tell me where he's at. It's worth 50 thou.
I'd be taking your money under false pretenses, Demarest.
Don't be stupid.
I could give Gavin to you, but it wouldn't do you any good. You know why? Because I've got you, and I'm going to put you away without Gavin.
You hear that? He's onto something. I want you to find out what it is, and I want you to take care of him now.
I don't believe this. The whole side of my car is ruined. Hunter, this is my car, not the city's.
I don't believe this, McCall. I could have taken 3 slugs in the neck, and all you care about is your damn vehicle.
You get shot, you got hospitalization. I don't even know if I'm covered for this kind of damage. All right, what'd you find out?
Well, Chrissy wasn't as innocent as Miss Lamasso said. She was being kept by Demarest, and at the same time, she was getting it on with a bouncer, a jock by the name of Whitey McPhee.
I've heard that name.
Yeah, he was a pretty good fighter at one time, a heavyweight, until Nate sent him into the tank once too often and the boxing commission jerked his license.
Oh, so Nate found out and got rid of them both.
No, Whitey still works for Nate. But I think we got to get a hold of this guy and talk to him. I'll call it in. Must be Bosco's dinner time.
You leave me alone with Gavin, and one of us isn't going to be here when you get back.
You call in on Whitey, and I'll take care of Gavin.
This is Sergeant McCall. Patch me into R&I.
Okay, Gavin, you're on your own for a while. McCall and I gotta go someplace.
No way.
It doesn't make any difference if we're here or not. Your real protection comes from the fact that nobody knows you're here.
I said no way. You leave me alone, you and McCall, I'm gonna call District Attorney Harvey.
Call Harvey. Call Nate while you're at it. Maybe if you get lonesome, he can send the buddy of the guy who took a shot at you from the roof. Bye, dear.
You cover the back in case Nate's reached him. I told him not to cooperate.
I think I'd have a better chance of getting him to talk. He wouldn't be expecting a woman.
Look, trust me on this, okay? Better me than you.
Whitey? Sergeant Rick Hunter. Can I have a word with you?
Sorry, I'm busy.
It'll just take a minute.
All right. Let me get my stuff in my locker. I'll be with you in a minute.
Whitey! Hold up, I'm warning you.
Hold it right there, Whitey. You were right, Hunter. Better you than me. Why don't you call in for a van for him? I'll get his stuff. All right, Whiting. Turn around, put your hands behind your back.
This is Hunter. I got a suspect for you. Vorsky's Gym in the Harbor Marina.
Look familiar?
Yeah, the guy that took a shot at me was wearing something just like this.
How many shots did you say he fired?
3. Now, why in the hell would you want to take a shot at me? We haven't even said hello. What else you got?
Nothing much, just junk. There's your wallet, though.
Hey, come on, that's personal. You got no right to go through it.
Settle down, big fella. You'll get this back when they kick you loose. Hey, McPhee, you still live at the Shackleton Hotel on Florida Street?
No, I never lived there, man. I've been living at the Claire on Division for the past 6 years. Go check it out.
Then why are you still paying rent on a place in Pomona? So what do you think? Same girl?
Yeah, it looks like her. Only she doesn't seem to be Whitey's type.
Let's go find out. Excuse me. You Mrs. Ragaway?
No, I'm not. You're Chrissy Allen, right?
Hey, Julie. Thank Mr. Demarest for bailing me out so fast. You know, I really appreciate it.
Whitey, why don't you thank him yourself?
Oh, come on. What's happening?
Nothing's happening. Just get in the car.
Let's go.
Look, I'd like to help you. I really would. But I don't know anything, really.
But you've buried yourself out here in Pomona for 7 years. Why?
I decided that wasn't the kind of life I really wanted, being a singer.
Whitey tried to kill me because I was asking questions about you at the Golden Grotto.
That's a pretty heavy rap, killing a cop. He didn't risk that because he thought you were disillusioned with show business.
You're hiding, Christy, because you're afraid of Nate Demarest. Now, you know something about the Lamasso killing, don't you?
Nate Demarest has his back up against the wall. He will eliminate anybody he thinks can help put him away.
Now, we found you easy enough, and Demarest has got a better set of wires than we do.
Nate thinks I'm dead. Whitey told him he'd killed me.
Whitey told him why?
I saw it. Well, I mean, I didn't exactly see it happen. I mean, I was in the car in the parking lot waiting for Whitey to take me home that night. We had to be very careful about being seen together because Nate was terribly possessive and he would have had us both killed if he'd known we were seeing each other. Anyway, I saw Nate and Julie and Whitey come out of the kitchen door. Whitey and Nate were carrying a body. It was him, Tony Lamazo.
Are you positive?
I saw his face as clearly as I'm seeing yours.
What did they do with him?
Well, then they put him in the trunk of Nate's car and drove away.
And what did you do?
I went home. I didn't know what to do. I just sat there in the dark until Whitey came. He said that Nate had been tipped off that he was a narc and had him killed, and that I was next.
Why you? You didn't know he was a narc.
I'd been friendly with him. That was reason enough for Nate.
What did you do then?
Well, Whitey had me pack some things and he brought me to a motel. And then every few days he'd bring me to another one and then another. Until finally he brought me here. I've been here ever since.
Well?
I don't know.
I think we'd have a better chance of getting in the precinct in my car.
And when you get there, call in.
Yeah.
Hello, Julie? Yeah. Julie, is Nate still looking for Chrissy Allen? I'm a friend of Nate's, that's who. Yeah, Chrissy Allen used to work at the Golden Grotto. That's right. If he still wants to find her, I know where he can find her.
Welcome back, Bosco. Did you have a nice dinner? You got a license to drive this thing? Here's your beer.
Only a six-pack? What, are you gonna move me someplace?
Yeah, to a security cell in the county jail. McCall's down there right now setting it up for you.
What's wrong?
I think we're being followed. All right, just hold on.
If I was you, I'd be worried about my buddy McCall and Chrissy Allen. I saw her getting out of your car.
I know who she is, man. She's your ace in the hole, right? Right. That's if you get the player.
Yeah, this is Hunter. Patch me into McCall's frequency and hurry, would you please?
L24, L56 calling. L24, Sergeant McCall, will you please respond? I'm sorry, Sergeant McCall is not responding.
Look, Captain, all I can tell you is McCall was on her way back to the precinct with a very important witness against Nate Demarest when she disappeared.
You've lost Gavin?
No, I haven't lost Gavin. I'm staring right at his ugly face. It's McCall that I'm worried about. She's bringing in a witness that's even more important than Gavin.
Look, I don't know what you're raving about, Hunter, and I don't want to know. I want you to bring Gavin in right now. And we'll hold him at the precinct until more suitable and safer arrangements can be made.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that, Captain.
No, that's a direct order, Hunter.
You thought you could sneak in Chrissy Allen instead of me, huh?
You tipped off Demarest?
Man's got a right to protect his interests.
If anything happens to McCall at all, anything at all, Gavin, you're gonna die a very slow, painful death.
You're already in enough trouble. Don't add kidnap arrest of a police officer, Demarest.
You know, if Gavin testifies, they're gonna have me up for 4 murders. 1 murder more is not gonna make a lot of difference.
What about Chrissy and Whitey?
Worry about yourself. Get Hunter on the phone for me.
Yeah.
Hunter McCall.
Hunter, Nathan Demarest. Got your partner here looking into her grave unless you do what I say. I want Gavin.
Forget it. No way.
I don't think you understand, pal. Unless you play ball with me, McCall's going mahula. You know what I mean?
You're a cop, you take risks. It goes with the badge.
He didn't negotiate? Give me the phone.
Yeah.
Hunter McCall. He hung up.
All right. Then make sure you nail Gavin outside the courthouse.
And what about them?
You know what to do with him. Augie!
Wait a minute, Nate.
What? Wait a minute. You're a cop. You take risks.
Yeah, well, not me. Not for slime like Gavin. You want him, you got him.
Okay. Where?
What about them?
Well, we'll talk about them when you give me Gavin. Where's Hunter got him?
I might be chicken, Nate, but I'm not stupid. I'll show you.
No. Show them. I got an appointment. Julie. I'll see you at the party, huh? Don't bring any guests.
What are you doing? What are you doing with the curtain? Hey, Stoneface, what are you doing with the curtain?
Shut up.
What are you nuts or something? What are you doing with the curtain, man? Tell me what you're doing.
That's it, the trailer at the end of the street. You don't need me anymore.
You stay put till I tell you.
Hunter! Let's make it easy. Hunter! You send Gavin out, and you won't get hurt.
Okay, fellas.
Hey, you really had me worried there for a second.
When you hung up, I knew you hadn't gone completely over the edge.
Here, you'll need that.
Okay, Julie, you've had your fun. Drop your guns, all of you. People. These are vicious criminals, Bernie.
Wally, call for an ambulance and a fire truck, will ya?
A man and a woman are being held captive in Limke's garage on Brill Avenue. Please use caution. The captors are armed.
I certainly hope you can explain this, Hunter.
It's pretty self-explanatory, Bernie.
Hunter, take these things off me. That's Gavin handcuffed over there.
Do me a favor, will you, Bernie? Read him his rights and book him downtown under an open charge till we get back.
Read him his rights. Hunter, that's Gavin. He's a protected witness.
Not anymore, Bernie.
I guess we're finished here.
Yep.
You have the right to remain silent, Gavin.
Hey, wait a minute. What's this reading me my rights routine? I'm immune.
Not according to Hunter.
You move. I mean it. You move.
Stop! An officer needs assistance.
Settle down now, Gavin.
Stay back or to blow away.
You'll blow your immunity too, Gavin.
Who are you kidding, immunity? You've already blown it away. And I want keys to a car now. No more horsing around. I mean it.
Okay, take it easy. Take mine. It's right behind you.
Turn over here. Nobody follows me, or he gets it. You hear what I'm saying to you? Hey!
What's going on here, Hunter?
It's a little complicated right now, Bernie, but we gotta go to a party.
I'm gonna tell the captain.
His generosity to our hospital fund, as well as his unselfish devotion to the welfare of all the people of this city, are too well known and too limitless to enumerate here. Let me therefore simply give you the man himself, Nate Demarest.
Excuse me. Mr. Chairman, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, I have a few words of my own I would like to bestow upon your host and benefactor, Nate Demarest. You're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. If you give up that right to remain silent, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
I'll tell you what. This time he's got us right where he wants us. He's gonna nail us, Hunter.
You think so?
Hunter, McCall.
Well, let's go find out.
No, don't sit down. You won't be here long enough to get comfortable. Mr. Harvey has presented a list of charges against you two and given them to the department, including willful and reckless disregard for the safety of a state's witness, obstruction of justice, dereliction of duty, etc., etc., ad infinitum. The list goes on and on and on.
Well, there were some extenuating circumstances, Captain.
Any one of these charges is grounds for dismissal from the force. But taken together, they represent a malfeasance of a magnitude I have never seen in all my years as a police officer.
Don't drag it out, Captain. Just give us the bad news.
I'm giving it to you, Hunter. The DA has decided, since you two enabled the county to preempt the state's case against Demarest and invalidate the immunity it promised Gavin, they'll drop their charges in return for a reprimand.
That's the bad news?
Oh, it is for me. It means I have to continue to put up with the both of you. Hey, but I'm warning you. The slightest infraction. You guys bend the rules at all, and I swear I will come down on you so hard.